Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to pick back up where we left off on the newest addition to our personal collection of Penguin Cygnus petrol lighters. I had mentioned in the previous video that this pin, the file roller pin, was not screwed all the way down. I do believe that those threads are still good and that it should thread down just fine for us. So we're going to go ahead and get our file roller set into place. Get the pin down the middle of it and in proper position, and now we're just going to turn this by hand as far as we can. I have had problems in the past, well, I should say I have had a problem in the past trying to take out one of these Cygnus file roller pins, and I broke it. So I am going to be very careful. But you can see that is already down flush. So we'll go ahead and take our screwdriver now and just tighten that on down. Shouldn't be too much of an effort, and we don't need it to be extremely tight or anything. Just want it to be snug. And it feels like it is already tight. So pretty much tightened down by hand. No problem. There you see the file roller mechanism. Now we're going to go ahead and take our spare flint and put it inside the spare flint compartment, and we're going to screw that down. So there we have our complete fuel screw with gasket. Now one other thing that we need to do here, well, we might as well go ahead and put our flint in there and get that sparking first. Brand new flint. Those are still some of those flints courtesy of our friend Robert Hollingsworth. See a little bit of spark there. Go ahead and tighten it on down. Looks like a good spark. So we will be ready to go ahead and fuel this up just as soon as we see about pulling up on this wick a little bit. So you can see how low that wick is. It is burned off and just maybe a shade of it sticking up there. It's going to be very tight whether or not we can get a hold of this and get it tugged up out of that chimney rather than having to replace it. So let's see. Okay, I got a little bit more of it pulled up out of there. See if we can get a hold of that now. Alright, so that will work just fine, I believe. Got that bloomed out there a little bit on the top. Should be enough of a wick to catch. So now we will take our trusty old Zippo lighter fuel, what I happen to have here today. Been having a discussion about these lighter fuels over in the dependableflame.com Facebook group, and there was a gentleman that claimed that he had had some real problems. I'm trying to remember who that was. John Bennett was the one that made that post. But I believe we got enough fuel in there now. Anyway, he was saying that the Ronson had left his lighter all oily. and that is certainly an experience that I have never had. Otherwise, I wouldn't use it. I use the Reinstalling interchangeably, and it is put out by the same company. Same company, same address as the Zippo fuel, 33 Barber Street, zip code 16701. There is no phone number that I can see here on the Reinstalling can, where there is a phone number here on the Zippo can. Anyway, John, I apologize for forgetting your last name, but appreciate the conversation that we've been having over there in the DependableFlame.com Facebook group over the last week or so. So there we have it. It is fueled up. The wick has been tugged up. Should be plenty there to catch a spark and produce a flame. We saw the spare flint compartment was clear of any old degraded flint, and we got a new flint in it. The emblem on this lighter is advertising for the White Horse Cellar, established 1742, which is a Scotch whiskey company. Now, anytime you see this kind of emblem, or any kind of emblem that has been epoxied, otherwise applied to a vintage lighter, there are questions that come up whether or not it is original or not. I believe this one is, simply because I've seen others of this lighter, sort of confirmed in the same way that the Smirnoff Park advertising lighter was confirmed to me. Anyway, this lighter does show scuffs, scratches, maybe a ding or two. Really nice condition, and really has me also looking forward to pulling out the rest of the Penguin Cygnus collection and making a video of the entire family. I believe there's over 20 of them now. Got 4 table models in addition to, seems like this may be 17 or 18 pocket models. So there you have it, the newest edition working Penguin Cygnus Petrol lighter. Until next time.